Condors are one of the most endangered birds probably in the world. The locals are probably aware that at one time there were only 23 condors left in the world. That was in the 1980s. So a lot of our effort has been trying to recover the species, just to increase the numbers of them. So that started in captivity. In the 80s, all condors that were left in the wild were brought into captivity. And they were brought into the Los Angeles Zoo, the San Diego Zoo, and they started to breed them in captivity. And so by 1992 or so, we had enough condors out in the world again that we started releasing them back into the wild. And so those sort of reintroductions take a lot of effort. You're taking an animal that has no experience whatsoever in the wild, and you're trying to, kind of teach them as you reintroduce them to the wild such that they're able to survive on their own. So you had condors flying down into town, just interacting with people and doing things like, these are birds that they thought were just like, these stoic birds of the wilderness. And condors are actually by nature are really curious. And then you had condors doing other things that were, a little bit more dire. Like, condors had no clue that perching on, say, power poles would, potentially electrocute them. So we had to actually teach condors not to perch on power poles, and we did that through a form of, mild electric therapy. We shocked them, or shock therapy. So we did that by creating a mock power pole in their pens before they were released. And when a condor perches on that pole, they get a shock. And so through that shock therapy, they learn not to perch on poles. So that's kind of some of the examples that we use to kind of teach condors to survive in the wild.
That's great. That's fantastic and fascinating. I would like to see a Condor Therapy session.
Thank you for seeing us, Doctor.
Sure. I'm a little surprised to see you both back here so soon, but tell me, what is it that brought you back here after your release into the wild?
John just kept sitting on that electric pole.
Sorry.
I thought he'd had enough of the mild electric therapy, but I guess not.
So, John, John, maybe you say in your own words why you felt it to return to the shock willingly.
It's like when they tell you not to do something and you know you shouldn't do it, and I tried, and I guess I got hooked on it, man.
He got hooked on it, that's right.
I wanted to stop. It's not a matter of that. I knew it was bad.
He couldn't stop.
I wanted to stop. I knew it was tearing us apart.
Now you two, I'm hearing a lot of I and you language.
Yeah, that's right. We're speaking English.
Well,
what else are we going to do?
We're at the communication station. Let's board the train of cooperation.
You told me you loved me.
Helen,
I do love you. It's not a matter of that. I
Then
want to
why
stop.
couldn't you stay off the junk?
Helen, I'm hearing a lot of animosity and, dare I say, pain.
No, she's right. She's right. This is all me.
I want you to turn and look at each other's eyes. This is an exercise I will guide you through. And Helen, I want you, in your own words, to tell him what's on your mind, starting with the words, I feel.
What's that sound? Was that you?
It's a mild electric shock I have running through the seats. I don't want to use it, but I might. Helen, please.
Okay.
I feel.
You feel.
Wait for the choral echo until a verse.
You see? Do you see?
Stay true and stay strong.
Okay,
you have
okay.
to go.
Just go, and then you tell me when to sing.
I'm supposed to look in your eyes. I feel that I've lost you to a drug I can't compete with.
And you go.
I'm hooked on electricity. I wish I could stop, but I can't. Please forgive
So many
me.
years ago,
I see
the
a pole,
electric thing
and
you
it's all I
felt
want
was between us
is
and
land
not on
and
a pole.
get a shock
I
inside.
want
See a
to
pole,
go back
and I'm
to the
sweeping down the
days
land,
where
and
we
next
sat
thing I know,
together,
all my
feathers wrapped around.
I want you to stand up and take a solo verse, Jonathan. Solo now, in your own words.
Oh, I think you might take the verse, Doctor. Isn't that probably a good idea?
Damn straight.
Good one, honey.
I feel
He feels
the two of you are meant for each other.
meant for each other.
And I know no prescription could compare with your love for one another. Get off the juice. Get off the juice and fly. You just need each two. That much is true. And fly. Now don't come back.
Don't come back.
You're in the wild. You've got each other's back. Now go and have a child. Softly end the song in a kiss. Very good.
So this is incredible because what ended up getting condors out of that kind of curiosity
Love.
was breeding, right? Once they started breeding, so remarkable.
We
Perfect.
sensed that now. We totally sensed it.